those jobs come at a great time for our area, and it is expected to bring a big boost, not only to Ford, but really the job picture overall.
You know, Ford is one of the largest employers in the city. Michael Gritton, the executive director of Kentuckiana Works, is joining us now to talk about this huge development. First of all, thanks for joining us here today.
Glad to be here. The son of a Ford worker. This
There
is
you
a
go.
big deal.
He was cheering that.
When you hear about this, what overall does this mean for the community and the overall growth of the community?
It's a huge deal for Louisville and the area around it. We've added 9,000 manufacturing jobs in the last 3 years. About half of those jobs are at Ford and GE. The other half are at suppliers and other companies that are growing. What we know is every time those companies post job openings, there are thousands of people that apply. They do that because they know the wages are good. It's a pathway into the middle class. So it's a big, big deal. And then we also know manufacturing jobs create other jobs at restaurants and other places. As people are making that money, that brings wealth into the community that then shows itself in other places too.
They're good paying jobs. Now these 350 jobs, chances are already filled, usually by temporary workers, but you said don't be too disturbed by that because there are usually offshoots with suppliers that could mean other jobs, and you're training people for some of those.
That's exactly right. We have a new Kentucky Manufacturing Career Center just opened last May over by the airport, and we're recruiting right now for training classes that are going to start in February, where we're helping people get jobs at many of the suppliers that are working for GE and Ford and Toyota and other companies like that. So this rebound in manufacturing is a big deal because we were very dependent for a while on healthcare and education for growth. This starts to make the economy more diversified in Louisville, which is a big deal. And also because the wages are pretty good and there's a real pathway for people to move up, this is really about getting people into middle-class jobs, and that's a big, big deal.
We're talking about like an $80 million investment. How does that pay off in other aspects of the community?
Well, I mean, the investment itself helps the construction workers and people like that who help fix up the plant. But what you also see is once the workers go to work, not only are they getting paid, but their money then cycles through the economy, through the dry cleaner, through the restaurant. So, you know, economists will talk about that spillover effect or the multiplier effect, and manufacturing jobs have one of the largest multipliers in terms of the other jobs that they help to stimulate or create because of that wealth.
Right on into something else.
It does.
Only about 15 seconds left, but again, it's not too late for people to sign up for these things that you're talking about.
That's exactly right. They can go to the Kentuckiana Works website, kentuckianaworks.org. They can learn more about the Kentucky Manufacturing Career Center. They can sign up for these trainings. We are totally trying to place people into those jobs. We've already helped 71 people, but we're trying to double, triple, quadruple that number and to take advantage of all this manufacturing growth that's happening in the region.
Love that. All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Well, for more information on Kentuckiana Works and the Career Center, we have linked you up on WHAS11.com, and they will be hosting, as we mentioned, the Mayor's Youth Opportunity Showcase February the 15th from 10 until 1:30 p.m. at the Kentucky International Convention Center.